Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So today, hubby and I are in the kitchen and he is making gumbo. So we are going to bring you the gumbo video and he's going to go over all the ingredients that we're going to use to start this delicious dish, which is one of his hits. And so take it away, hubby.
Good evening, everyone. Alright, so this is a family favorite. It's a shrimp, chicken, and sausage gumbo, but my wife likes to add crawfish and crabs to hers. So this is made for her, so we're gonna add the crabs and the crawfish. But usually we do chicken, shrimp, and sausage, or you can do just chicken, or you can do just shrimp, or whatever you think you want to put in your gumbo. Alright, so the ingredients that we're gonna do first is I'm gonna just lay out all the ingredients that you're gonna need in your prep stages, and then we'll get to going. Alright, so you're gonna need first a half cup of flour and a half cup of oil. You can use peanut oil, but a lot of people are allergic to peanuts, so we use vegetable oil. Alright, we have our onions that we're gonna chop up finely. Now I cheated a little bit because we're saving time, but you got use a whole pepper and the whole onion if you want to chop it up, or if you get the frozen one, that's fine. And then you chop up some celery, probably 2 stalks of celery, 1 onion, 1 pepper. All right, and then you have your scallions, which we call onions, about 4 or 5 of those. We're gonna chop them up. Chicken stock. Now chicken stock is healthier or thicker than the chicken broth. The stock gives that thickness, so that's why we use
It has
chicken
more
stock.
both flavor, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yes. All right. And then our seasonings. Now you can use any seasonings you want. I'm gonna hold back on some of my seasonings because that's just cause, but basic seasoning is some kind of Cajun. So right now, I'm just gonna chop up the celery and the onions and the sausage, and we're gonna start our pre-cook.
There's the chicken strips, guys, the shrimp. This is some smoked sausage right here. You can use any type of smoked sausage you want. You can also use the andouille sausage. There's crab legs and crawfish as well.
Again, disclaimer, this is for the wifey. She's the one who likes crab legs and crawfish in her gumbo. Mango gumbo is shrimp, chicken, and sausage.
So right now he's going to cut up the scallions. And what else you're cutting up? The celery?
Cut up the scallions, the celery, and I'm gonna put all that together, which is we call a holy trinity. I'm gonna put that in the bowl, and then we'll get started.
Okay guys, so I'll be right back after he finished cutting up the veggies.
Alright, so now we got our holy trinity cut up with our onions, peppers,
And celery.
Scallions and celery.
Yep.
Now the sausage cut up. I cheat sometimes. I got the strips already cut in the bag, but you can buy some chicken tenders or chicken strips at the grocery store and cut them up yourself. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna warm up our stock and our water. This is part of getting it ready, so when we make our roux, we're gonna pour this in. So we're gonna get this warmed up first. Cup of water and all your stock. You just want to warm this up, make it a little warm. I don't want it to boil.
Why you don't want it to come to a boil?
Because you don't want it to be cooking. Because when you put it in the roux, that's when it's going to start cooking. You just want to warm it up.
Oh.
So it doesn't go into the stock, into the roux cold. Alright. Now, you know, some people like to use oil, but I like to use butter. So we'll put a couple of tablespoons of butter in the pan. Now in the same pan that we're cooking the sausage in, we're going to put our chicken in, so you don't have to be changing pots and all that kind of thing. so we just let this cook a little bit, give it a little char. Not all of them have to be charred. I'm just gonna cook them a little bit. You hear them popping already. Alright, so we turning them over, see how some of them got the char on them. That's all we want. Like a little char on them.
Man, it is smelling so good. I want to steal one.
No.
Why?
Get out the pot. Get out of my pot.
Guys, I'm going to steal one. I'm going to steal one anyway. It smells so good. This is just about done.
We'll be taking these out in a minute. Take our chicken out. I mean, our sausage out the pot. Got a little char on it. All right, in our same pot, add some more butter. Buttery up. Add our chicken in. Thaw it out, then you can go ahead and add some seasoning to it. If it's thawing, you want to let it cook a little bit, and then add your seasoning. So all we're going to do is put a little black pepper on it. A little bit of seasoning salt on it. Let this cook out for about 5-10 minutes, about 7 minutes. It's gonna take that long because it's gonna cook inside our gumbo. It's gonna cook inside our gumbo, so we don't have to really. It's gonna be cooked, but then it won't be cooked. And plus, we're using our pre-cooked stuff, chicken strips. But if you was making it from scratch, from chicken strips, you cook it through all the way. Sit it in the gumbo. So now on that, you see, I remember I stocked in our water. It's almost looking like it's about to boil. So when you start seeing the little bubbles, you can cut it off and just put it to the side. So you can cut it off and just put it to the side for right now. Starting to look good, y'all. And she stole a piece of sausage, so I am going to beat up. I
told you I was going to take one.
After the video, she's getting beat up.
I always pick on the food. Guys, what do I always tell y'all? I cook and I taste. Nothing new. You know what the deal is.
Alright.
Looking good.
Our chicken is done, so we're going to put it, turn it off, and we're going to put it in the same pot as our sausage.
Same bowl as the sausage?
Same bowl. I said pot. It's going in the same pot too. Alright. Now y'all, I usually have me a Corona while I'm doing this, but I didn't break my Coronas out today because my Raiders are playing right now, and I'm antsy because, you know, they making it tight right now. So.
Yeah, guys, he's cooking and he's watching the game, so he's pausing in between.
I'm a Raiders fan through and through, but I'm geeky. I love New Orleans style food. And I found that I make my gumbo better than those in New Orleans.
You absolutely do. I can definitely vouch for that.
And so, And this is a family favorite.
Mm-hmm. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you.
We got patience.
You just told me I couldn't eat the sausage and you're going to eat the chicken? That means I have to get a piece of chicken too.
Alright, so now we get ready to get to the...
He's just going to ignore me, y'all.
Yep. Alright, so now we're going to get to the most important part of this whole meal. We're going to wash out our pot a little bit so we don't got that many dishes. Alright, so now we're about to make our roux. And we're going to have it on medium hot for right now. And the first thing we're going to put our half cup of oil into the pot. Now with that, we're going to let that warm up a little bit. About 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Alright, so we're going to turn our fire down to medium low. Here the grease popping, and we're going to put our flour in. Now we don't want this to burn, that's why we're turning it down to medium low. We're just going to whisk that in. We're just going to whisk that in. Now it's 3 phases of the flour that we need to have. This color, which you see right now. Then we want to turn it in, which is like a butterscotch color. Then we're going to turn from that into peanut butter. And then after peanut butter, we want it to look like a brown peanut. Alright, so those are 3 phases that we want. So we got to constantly stir this. Constantly stir. So now we're going to turn it down to low. And we're going to constantly stir. Constantly stir.
Okay, guys, so he's going to stir this until it gets to the next color phase, and I'll show you guys what it looks like.
Okay, now I'm starting to turn this color a little bit. Make sure it don't stick to the bottom and it don't burn. It's starting to turn like a butterscotchery peanut butter kind of mix. That's the color we want. We want the peanut butter looking mix. So just gotta keep stirring. Gotta keep stirring. This is the hardest part of this whole meal. Some people will walk away and come back and mix and stir, but you don't want it to burn. So that's why we just keep stirring.
I can see the color changing right then and there. It's getting darker.
Yeah, it's starting to turn. It's almost a peanut butter colorish now. From butterscotch to peanut butter. Alright, now it's starting to turn. It's starting to get your penny color look. See how it's starting to get dark brown? You can still see it's thickening up. So just going to stir this about another 5 minutes. And then we'll put our Holy Trinity in. Alright, so it's about 5 minutes and then I'll be back.
And that Holy Trinity will be the onions, peppers, and celery.
Yep. Back, right? And so you see the penny color? That's what we wanted. We wanted to get to the penny color. Now we're going to add our Holy Trinity. Onions, peppers, celery, scallions. All that in there. Alright, we're going to stir that up and get that on low. That nice and stir it up. Nice and stir it up. Alright, so now we're going to add a little salt and pepper to give it a little bit of flavor. Start our flavoring process. So we're going to put a little salt. And a little pepper to your taste. Stir that up. Stir that up. Now have to taste that, see what it tastes like.
I don't understand how he could just take stuff right out of the pot. Right out of the pot. You guys see how hot that is? I never understood how you could do that. How it tastes.
That's perfect.
It's good?
Yeah, so now we're going to take some garlic.
What is that, minced garlic?
Minced garlic. And we're going to shovel about 2 tablespoons Little garlic.
We love garlic, y'all.
The smell of garlic already. Smell of garlic, and we're gonna mix that up just nice and gooey and buttery. Alright, get that nice and stir it up. Gonna let that marinate for about 5 seconds. While we're doing that, we're gonna start adding some of our seasonings, just a little bit. So first off, we're gonna put in our soy sauce. Oh, you said soy sauce, yes. Soy sauce. Give it a little dash of soy sauce. That's gonna bring our color in. It's gonna bring our color in. Okay. And then we put our little Creole seasoning. Use your Tony's.
That's that Tony's.
And I'm putting my secret recipe in here. My secret recipe. Alright.
Guys, we can't tell you all the secrets, okay? We gotta keep some of it to ourselves. But just keep in mind, you use whatever seasonings you like, whatever Cajun spices you like to use when you have your Cajun dishes, will pair nicely with this gumbo.
We're gonna taste that, see what it tastes like right this second. Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Now, due to COVID, you know, if I was making this for a whole lot of people, I would wash my spoon off after I taste it off. I would have a spoon to the side. But since this is for the family, and it's us, and nobody else getting none of this, I'm taste testing. And I'm gonna let wifey taste test. She gotta blow it and all that.
Guys, I have to blow mine. I can't taste anything straight out of the pot.
We're gonna add our stock.
Wow, that's good.
Gonna add our stock and water. Try to pour it in as slowly as you can. And stir. Slowly as you can and stir so you don't break up the oil that was in the pot from the roof. Slowly.
Trying to get a good angle, guys. It's a little tough when we're both standing here in the kitchen.
Alright, so slowly put our stock in. Now we're gonna let this cook. Now this is where you add your seasonings, what you want to add to it. Give it that taste, that flavor. We're almost at where we need to be.
So guys, as you season your vegetables, and then you have to go in again and season the broth.
So we're gonna put a little bit more Tony's in. Put my secret ingredient in. Okay. And a little black pepper. Okay. I'm gonna stir that. I'm gonna get my spoon. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of Old Bay, just a little bit, not that much, because we're gonna put this on our shrimp later. And I think we're gonna be right. I'm gonna let wifey taste it, see if it's to her pop.
To my pop?
To your pop. Oh yeah, there go your pop.
Let's see, guys.
There go your pop.
Mmm.
There go your pop.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna put that on a simmer.
That's good, guys.
And we're gonna let this cook for as long as we cook our rice. So now we're gonna put our rice on.
Okay, so right now the gumbo is coming to a boil. So we're just stirring it up. Getting all those flavors married together. And guys, our kitchen is smelling real good right now. Just like we're down in the bayou. Alright guys, we'll be right back.
All right, so we got to keep stirring this, you know, so it don't pool up, so the oil don't pool up in it while our rice is cooking. Our rice is coming along, and so as soon as our rice is almost cooked, we'll start adding our ingredients, our sausages and our shrimps and our chicken and our crab legs and our crawfish. You heard me?
Are you get you now?
You heard me? You know, we in the bayou right now. But everything's coming along just perfectly. And like I said, this is kind of like a time consumer. If you don't have an hour and a half to put to this, because you gotta, this is a care kind of meal. You gotta put some care into it. You can't just whip it together.
Yeah, I've seen some people put fish in gumbo before. How come you don't use fish?
I don't want to use crawfish or crab legs neither, but that's your thing.
Well, you know I love crab legs and crawfish.
But no, the basic gumbo is usually shrimp or chicken with the andouille sausage. But you know, a lot of people don't eat pork, so we do beef sausage.
Yeah.
That's how that goes.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna wait for this rice to get done, and then we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients to the gumbo. The chicken, the shrimp, and sausage. All right, guys? Okay.
All right, so now our rice is cooking through. You know, we just turned it off, so it's still cooking through. Now we're gonna add our sausage and chicken to our mixture, to our gumbo. We're gonna stir that up, and then we're gonna let that cook for about 5 minutes right now. So now, as that's doing that, we're gonna season our shrimp with some good old-fashioned obey. You know, shrimp doesn't really take long to cook, so you can get the cooked ones, but if you're gonna get the cooked ones, you don't want to put it in for only about like 2 minutes or so. But with your shrimp, once you put it in, you want to cook it for about 5 minutes, or when it turns that pink color, and then after it turns pink, you want to let it cook a little bit more. In about 5 minutes, we're gonna put it into our gumbo, and then we're gonna let that cook through, and then we'll add our crawfish and our crab legs for my wife. But this is usually the end. Now, for all you people that like spicy food, like you want your food spicy, you can get jalapenos and ghost peppers, any hot pepper you want. Cut them up fine, real fine, dice them up real fine without the seeds. And you put it in right before you put your chicken and sausage in. And you let that cook in for about 5 minutes, constantly stirring it just so the peppers can get in there, get the juices in. Then you put your chicken and sausage in. So.
Okay, that's for all those who like it real spicy.
Yeah, that's the spicy lovers like me. But you know, for the whole family, everybody ain't like spicy. So.
Nah.
When I want this by myself, that's what I do. Me and my son love it. All right, you heard me. You know, like I like to have fun in the kitchen. Like I said, oh, by the way, my Raiders won today, so I'm amped, I'm hyped. Wifey got the Raiders win kiss. We all good.
Yeah, he's happy now. He's happy now.
Yeah. I'm in there now. I'm in there.
Okay.
All right, so about 5 minutes. We'll put our shrimp in. Let that cook for 5 minutes.
Hey guys, it is smelling good up in here. Let me tell you. I cannot wait to get my bowl of gumbo. It is smelling really good. Okay. Give us a minute, y'all. It's almost done, guys. We're just trying to clean up the kitchen a little bit because we don't like to have a messy kitchen while we're cooking. It's easy to just destroy your kitchen while you're making a meal that requires so many different ingredients and bowls and different pots, but we like to wash while we cook. so that we won't have so many dishes. So right now, what we're doing now?
It's time to put our shrimp in.
Okay.
Alright, so now we're gonna put our shrimp in.
Shrimp or shrimp?
It's shrimp. We're gonna
Shrimp.
put our shrimp in.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna put our shrimp in. Stir that all up. Alright, so like I said, we'll come back and show you what about 5 to 10 minutes. Let the shrimp cook. Let them cook through, and then we'll add the last ingredients, which is her crawfish and her crab legs. She likes to put them in there for the juice to make them moist.
Love it.
So that's why she adds the crawfish and the crab legs. They're already pre-cooked, so we're just a matter of letting them soak through with the juices. But we'll be right back. See how our shrimp is cooking? Another about 2 minutes, and then we're gonna add all our other ingredients. That look good though. Look at that, that's so scrumptious. Alright, so we'll be back in about 2 minutes. It's almost done. It's almost done. Now this is the traditional gumbo with all our stuff in it, ingredients in it, our shrimp, our sauces, and our chicken. Now I'm adding the wifey stuff to give her the juices that she wants. So back up a little bit there. Just gonna pop those guys in there. Like, I love crawfish too. I like them just how they are, snap their head, suck them. Shrimp, these are better than shrimp to me.
They are. I think they're like a cross between shrimp and lobster myself.
They look like a little lobster.
Yeah, they do. Look at that.
Just stick this. The legs might be sticking out a little bit, but that's okay. She just wants the inside of the juice.
Right. There you go. Look at that, guys.
And now we're gonna let that cook for about 5 minutes. I'll flip those over, let the other side get a little bit of juice, and then we'll plate it and we'll be good to go.
All right, guys. So we're gonna let these simmer down for a few more minutes. Look at that. A nice, wholesome pot of gumbo. And it has just the right amount of spice to it. It's not too spicy because I don't like my foods too hot. You know, I like it to have a little kick. I don't mind it having a little kick, but nothing too spicy. This is just perfect right here.